Okay, UFC Fight Night Garcia versus Onama ended, and honestly, this card on paper before the card started, it was supposed to be pretty shit, and the card was bad. But don't let, I mean, the card turned out good. Don't let that excuse the UFC for putting up a terrible card. Like, there were decent fights, funny moments throughout the card, but still, the card is embarrassing. Like, what are you guys doing? But anyways, I'm gonna work myself up from the bottom of the card all the way up to the top to the main event. Starting off with Talida Aliskinar. What the fuck is that? Okay, I'm not pronouncing that name. Carnalosi. Okay, that name's actually easy. I'm just retarded and tired. I didn't watch this. I don't know what I was doing. Probably gooning. I don't know, bro. I was not here watching the fucking early prelims. Arielon Carnalosi, bro. But I did see Philip Rowe versus Co. And again, what the fuck is that last name? Seo Keone. Um, he looked really good. He dominated the fight to the first round to the last round. I mean, it looked like Philip Rowe never learned to defend a takedown in his life. I mean, he just got completely dominated on the ground. Like the first round could have been a 10-8. Even the second round could have been a 10-8. Like he was just completely dominating him. It kind of looked sad. Like it looked, usually you see black on Asian crime. This was Asian on black crime. It's super rare finding. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. It was funny, and I was like, hey, the turntables are turned, bud. But anyways, enough, fucking enough of those jokes. It was a good fight. Good fight. Dominated him. Really nothing much to say besides he just took him down and landed some elbows. Really. Next, I didn't see this fight. They probably hugged against the cage. I'm guessing. Oh, she's kind of. I don't know. She's kind of cute. And not really. I don't know. Next, one of my favies. Dumont. I didn't watch her fight. I don't know why I'm getting zesty. I didn't watch this fight either. I was late to the card, so it was a terrible fight night. Not gonna come early to watch fucking Dumont. Next, Dante Johnson versus Cedric Dumas. Dumas, the germ himself, he looked good, and he looked athletic in moments. Not gonna lie, there were moments in the fight where I'm like, he looks really good, or not good. He looks athletic, like he looks like he has potential. Too bad he's a criminal, busy doing petty crime, robbing people. I guess I don't know, but Dante Johnson looked good. He looked strong. Submitted him in the second round, and there were some funny moments, like Cedric Dumas was roly poly maxing and rolling over his shoulder and hitting Johnson with his heel. That was kind of funny. Dumas, the roly poly, I like it. It was entertaining. Next, Lee Chang Ho versus Timothy Kuwamba. First round, Lee Chang Ho is basically on Timothy's back the entire first round, wins the first round, and there's kind of like a little narrative being like, man, Lee Chang Ho, he can gas out in these second and third round. Like he's been on the, he's held the body triangle for the entire first round. He could gas out, and he did. Because in the second and third round, Timothy Kwamba, you can feel that, like you can feel the change in energy between these two. Like Lee Chang Ho was desperately shooting for takedowns. He wasn't getting dominant position or control every time he took down Timothy. Timothy fucking scrambled, reversed, back up to his feet, and you can like see the shift. Like Lee Chang-ho was getting tired, and the second half of the second round, Timothy Kwamba is really piecing Lee Chang-ho. I mean, he's just piecing him up with counters on the back foot. Even if he's getting pressured, like he was getting pressured at the by the cage, but still Lee Chang-ho couldn't make use of it because every time he shot for a takedown, Timothy just fucking scrambled back up. He's back up on his feet. Lee Chang-ho used energy. He's back to outstriking him. And also Lee Chang-ho will like learn some striking. Like all he did was shoot, and I get, okay, you're a grappler. When you can't get a takedown, like you can throw a jab. I hope you can. It didn't look like it, but you probably can. Like try, like try and strike. He didn't. I don't think he threw one strike on the feet. It was kind of just embarrassing. But yeah, Timothy Kwame, that was a really fun fight. I love fights like that when the guy gets tired and you just put a whooping on him. But yeah, that was fun. Next, Billy Alacana versus Kevin Christian. His name should be Kevin Hindu, if you know what I mean. But his name is Christian, and that's alright. Next, weird joke. Next, I mean, Billy Alacana clips him with a hook nasty, nasty. The way he fell was hilarious. And then he gets to his back and he completely flans him out. And I'm like, kind of getting hard. Like I'm getting excited watching this. Christian is just on his back, completely flattened out. Billy O'Connor blocks in the rear naked, and you're like, dude, this guy's dead. You're not escaping this. You got knocked out and submitted in the same fucking round. So it's kind of funny, not gonna lie, but that was a nasty finish. Billy O'Connor, good finish of fucking Rick and Morty here. What the? Okay. Next, Alan Nascimento versus Cody Durden. Listen, Nascimento won, but there are some obvious flaws. Like first, listen, bud, learn to tuck your chin, you fucking retard. I mean, his chin was out in the air, and I was watching this, and I'm like, this guy's gonna get KO'd. He's gonna get KO'd this fight, and he didn't. He didn't get KO'd because Durden, I guess, is fucking shit. But anyway, still, that still was a big problem. Like, if you fight someone decent, you're gonna get clipped. Like, you're fighting, especially in these lower weight classes where, like, I don't know, the way he was striking, like, and I will say this, he did ease into the fight, but the first half of the first round, it literally looked like you got some random 27-year-old and fucking put him in a kickboxing class. Like his chin was in the air, he was throwing strikes like weird, and when he got pressured, he would kind of flail his arms. It really looked pathetic, not gonna lie. But still, he did have good leg kicks, and he did ease into the fight, and he did have good counters, especially as the fight went on. But that first round, dude. If you're fighting Nascimento, put it all into the first round. You can catch this guy. He is there to be caught. Someone is gonna do it. Someone is gonna fucking chin this guy, and I'm gonna be there for it. But still, he's good. He's good. He got this. He got a nasty counter elbow, knocked him down, got the submission. So good on him. But still, some obvious flaws for Nascimento and Cody Durden. You're fucking shit. Learn to throw a jab overhand, dude, and you would have KO'd him. Literally, and also Nascimento's body language the entire fight was just off in the first round. Like he would get like Cody Durden was throwing body shots, and Nascimento would just like fall back onto the cage and push back against. Like his body language was not there. Cody Durden learned to not be terrible, and you would have won this fight. But that's all right. Next, Radke, my go. I love Radke. Fought Frunza, and Frunza, you're terrible. No, but you are actually terrible. But still kind of similar to that other fight that happened early on the card. Forgot what it was. I don't know. One of the Asian guys. I don't know. But yeah, he basically just took him down and dominated him every single round. But he got the rear naked choke in the third round, and in the first round he almost had it too. And Frunza like wagged his finger like, you're not gonna submit me. and then immediately Radke locks in the submission. I'm like, that is so embarrassing. But then he fights it off and actually somehow, like some Volk moment, gets the submission off. Like, I mean, not get the submission off, but he fights his hands and stops the submission. And I'm like, I swear, the only reason he was able to fight the submission off is because he like taunted the crowd or whatever, taunted the camera, and then he immediately got put in submission, and he was like, I cannot tap. Like I'd rather die than wag my finger like a 9-year-old girl and then get submitted 5 seconds later. I can't do that. So he just fought with all his heart. If he doesn't wag his finger, he literally gets submitted in the first round. I swear. But third round he gets it done. And it was kind of funny because it was literally the same exact submission, but the only thing was it was in third round. Frunza was getting beat up for 3 rounds straight, completely outgrappled, probably tired as hell because he was just getting destroyed for 3 rounds, really. But yeah, Radke put up a grappling clinic. Good on Radke. I like Radke. Next, Yadier Del Val. Listen, whoever this guy is, I love him. Del Val, new featherweight, unranked favorite. He looked super good. Like I was watching this fight. And then I was like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy looks, first, he looked strong as hell. He looked big. And there was a moment where Isaac was in on a double, and Yadir just gets an underhook, and he kind of just yanks Bulgarian's arm over his back, and I'm like, this guy is strong as hell. And he sprawled on a takedown, immediately got a submission in the first round. He looked really good. Del Val, whatever, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm high on him. I like it. Next, we got Theorombo, Greenbow. Listen, dude, I don't know what to say about this fight. Kind of boring, but it had its moment. It was decently high paced. I will say this: Grimbo looked like a fucking Wendigo out there. I don't know. There were so many moments in the fight where Garimbo was on his back and Jeremiah well, they were not on his back, like scrambles, and like there were many moments, especially when Wells had submission attempts and Garimbo was like fucking flapping on the ground like a Magikarp, and I was like, Garimbo literally doesn't look human. I don't know if that's like wrong to say, but he looks like something you'd find in the middle of the night in the woods. Literally, like he looks like a Wendigo. He looked like a creature out there. I don't know what to say. Nothing against him. I'm sure he's a nice guy, maybe, probably, but still, like that has to be said. He looks scary out there. I don't know, dude. Like the way his limbs are, he's got a weird build. It's kind of scary. But also this. I don't know how they gave the fight to Jeremiah Wells. I mean, I do know how the second round was close, but still, I thought it was pretty decent, not clear, but I thought they were gonna give it to Garimbo. The second round was close, and I after the second round ended, I was like, they could give this to Wells, but still, I did think Garimbo won the fight. Thought he won the first and second. Did get gas out in the third and got put in like three submissions, close submissions. Don't know how he didn't tap. But yeah, Jeremiah Wells gets the nod. Both of them, I mean, kind of a. Garimbo had his moments. Jeremiah Wells looked kind of ass in moments, in a lot of moments, but Garimbo, he looked decent, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say. Next, Wallo Cortez Acosta versus Ante Delija. Listen, I will say this. This fight was hilarious. I love this fight. First, Ante Delija is kind of just plastering around Waldes Cortez Acosta. Acosta is obese as fuck. Like, he's got so many fat rolls. It is disgusting to look at. Like, literally, he looks like a fat candy bar. But Ante Delija, I don't even know what happened. Like, when I was first watching the fight, I just see, like, I swear, I look down to take a sip of water, and I look up, and Waldo Cortez Acosta is curled up on a ball like Anthony Smith, but on his feet, and Ante Delija is just wailing on him. I'm like, what is happening? And then apparently, Waldo Cortez Acosta is holding his eye. And then they go to a replay, and Ante Delija literally Cyril Gond Acosta, and he's Tom Aspinall's teammate. And the eye poke wasn't as bad as Aspinall. I will say that because people are going to be like, see, he didn't quit. Acosta didn't quit. First, he got swiped in the eye. Aspinall got double eye gouged by Cyril Gone, double eye gouged in both eyes. He didn't get swiped. He got like literally what would it take? He found out what it would take. He got fingered. But so yeah, it just honestly, if anything, it solidifies how bad that eye poke for Aspinall was because Acosta was in a lot of pain, and Aspinall, the eye poke he took was objectively worse. Like he got double finger banged, bro. Like what the fuck you want him to do? But it was funny because first, you think Delia won by KO, and they're talking, and it's like, oh fuck, they're gonna make it a no contest. That's literally the worst result ever. I hate no contests. But then they're saying, no, if Acosta can continue, like they did a timer, and if he can continue, then they're gonna fight again. And I'm like, please, please, I hate no contest. But they fight, and then literally Acosta, literally 5 seconds later, he just KOs Delia. Like he's literally just KOs him. Kind of, I don't know, where was that energy before? I guess Dalia probably had an adrenaline dump and didn't see the punch coming. Out of unfortunate for him, but don't eye poke people, like he didn't do it on purpose, but still. And also, it just is objectively funny. He's teammates with Aspinall. Aspinall got eye poked last week. This week, Ante Dalia eye poked, and he lost because of it. He got brutally KO'd. Like if he doesn't eye poke Acosta, he could be winning this fight. Just saying. Yeah, and also I do like. First, I want to say this: not even Ante Delia. Screw Ante Delia's and Aspinall's friendship. Screw it. I was rooting for Delia because I'm like new blood in the division. Acosta he lost to Pavlovich. We need new blood, but it doesn't matter if Delia's new blood because he's not going to be fighting the champion Aspinall. He's not going to fight Tom Aspinall. So it's like that kind of gets rid of the whole purpose of new blood. Like yes, Acosta lost to Pavlovich, at least he's willing to fight Aspinall. He can work himself up. Like we've seen fighters lose to a top five guy and still get their way to a title shot. Like we've seen that happen so many times. So I'm like, people are saying, dude, like this sucks. Dalia lost. Now we're stuck with Acosta. I'm sorry, dude. At least Acosta is willing to fucking fight Aspinall. Dalia isn't even willing to fight Aspinall. Keep Dalia away from the top five. Keep him away. He's not gonna fight Aspinall. He's literally just a placeholder. If he gets in the top five, he's literally a placeholder. So he's like, I don't care about D'Elia anymore because like you serve no purpose if you're not going to be fighting for the belt. You're literally just sucking up a spot. Like, get rid of him. But yes, so I am happy Acosta won, even though I'm not a super big fan of him. I think he's kind of a weird guy. And also his build just fucking freaks me out, dude. Uh, anyways, but yeah, good he KO'd him because he's not gonna fight Aspinall. So next, um, Garcia versus Onama, and I don't know what to say. I mean, Garcia looked great. I'll say that, and I'm actually a big fan of Garcia now. And no, I've been a fan of him, but this performance looked really good. And I was watching this fight, and his pressure. I love fighters with pressure, whether they're grapplers with intense pressure or strikers with really good pressure. I just love pressure fighters. Doesn't matter if they're fucking Marab or Tony Ferguson, people who just come forward and just throw or shoot takedowns, I love them because I love to see fighters break in the fourth round. Like, I don't know, I just love to see them break. And I was watching this fight, and Garcia kept landing that left hook, like just kept landing it like money. I mean, I don't know what was up with Onama. It looked like he had AIDS. He might have actually had, I mean, he performed like he had AIDS, and he looks like he had AIDS. So he fucking probably had AIDS, you know? We don't know. We'll see in a year if he's still alive. But next, the fight, yeah, Garcia just walked him down, kept hitting him with left hands. Eventually, one of the left hands dropped. Onama gets back up, and I love Garcia because he knows how to finish fights. Like, he's just locked on to Onama, and he's one of those guys where if he hurts you, you're kind of cooked. Like, there's some fighters where it's like they fumble finishes. Garcia does not fumble these finishes. Like, he will hurt you, and he will track you down, and he will walk you down, and he will KO you. And Onama's body language was terrible. I don't even before getting hurt, it was terrible. He was just walking backwards. Looked like he didn't want to be there. I don't know. Maybe Garcia has aura, or he probably has AIDS. And anyways, enough with that. But yeah, he just walked him down, and Onama kind of looked shit. But to be honest, I've always thought Onama was shit. Like that performance against Giga wasn't good. Like, he was losing that fight. Got a few takedowns because Giga's terrible, and somehow got ranked. Literally, like, he shouldn't even be ranked. So it was no doubt that Garcia was gonna win this fight. But still, good performance by him. He completely walked him down. Like, I thought he'd finish Onama, but I thought it'd be in the third round, dude. In the fucking first round. 3 minutes, you're just walking him down, throwing left hands, rocking him badly. But yeah, I do really like this Garcia, and he does have this weird fight style. Like, he bobs his head, he has a weird fight style, and I love it because he just walks forward and pressures guys. It's fun, and it's fun. And even though I was shitting on this fight card, this is still good. He did call out Max Holloway. You're not getting that fucking fight. Are you retarded? First, yeah, let me see. I'm the UFC here. What fight do I make? Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway 2 for the BMF belt. Or man, Garcia versus Holloway. Now that's the real money fight. Fuck no. They're making Holloway versus Oliveira too, obviously. They're making that. You're not in it, dude. You can watch. Sit in the Ian Gary chair. You can watch. But still, there's, interesting fights. I mean, he dominated Onama. So we could probably guess, fucking feed him. Ortega's moving up to lightweight, actually. But still, feed him, fucking let him fight Josh Emmett and let him destroy Josh Emmett. But, yeah, good performance from him. I like Garcia. Chill guy. I like him. Next week is shit too, so just get ready for that. But then we got 322, which is fun. But this week and next week, not so good. Not so good cards, but fun fights. That's it for the video. Hope you liked the recap.